February 8th, 2023's Nintendo Direct is the best Nintendo Direct we've had since E3 2017. You could be Donald Trump! E3 2017, just to give a quick refresher, had Metroid Prime 4, Super Mario Odyssey, Metroid Samus Returns, Yoshi's Crafted World, Kirby Star Allies, Mario plus Rabbids, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, the remake, and Breath of the Wild DLC. A very memorable year to be a Nintendo fan, especially for me, because that's when I started my YouTube channel. But now, with this most recent Nintendo Direct, Nintendo hit it out of the park with, I wouldn't say better selection of titles, but definitely more wow-inducing. And it definitely made me happy to be a Nintendo fan again, because I'll be honest, the Nintendo Switch is lacking. The Direct started off with Pikmin 4, and right off the rip, I for some reason thought they were going to start off with Tears of the Kingdom, but no, they started off with Pikmin 4, and what a good title to start off with. If you've played the other Pikmin games, you definitely would understand the premise of this one. I didn't play Pikmin 3, but it looks like this one's going to follow the same suit of where you take charge of other playable characters, of other captains, and you get to save other captains as well. There's new variety of Pikmin. There's the Ice Pikmin, which freezes enemies and the environment, and it's just Pikmin. It's a strategy game on the low or on the high. I've only played Pikmin 1, to be honest with you. And you get a nice space dog, a doggo. I forgot the name, but I called it Poochie on stream, like Poochie from Yoshi's Island. And I feel like it's gonna be a good addition to the Pikmin franchise. You get to go faster with the dog. The game looks incredible for a Nintendo Switch game. That bench that first appeared looks really good for a Switch game. But yeah, it's good to see that Pikmin 4 is coming out this year, July 21st, which is right in the summer. And if you ask me, Pikmin's a summer game. Then they showed off Samba de Amigo, Party Central. Dude, Samba de Amigo, I've never played, but the most exposure I've got was from that one track from, I believe, Sonic All-Stars Racing. And just that track is amazing, yo. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Samba de Amigo fans, even the ones that bought the maracas for the Wii back in the day. And it's great to see that, you know, the franchise has been revived. Sega's not only focusing on Sonic, and they're looking into other IPs, which is phenomenal. Splatoon 3 is getting an expansion pass. They're bringing back Inkopolis from Splatoon 1. And for those people that play Splatoon 1, Inkopolis is very nostalgic. People in my chat were like, oh my god, the nostalgia. And it's pretty dope that they're able to do that. You got the sisters, I think Marie and Callie, I think her name is. Let me look it up. I'm definitely typing right now. Yeah, Marie and Callie. I knew what I was talking about. They're back and you get to explore the hub world again, which is dope. And then there's this like other DLC, part of Wave 2, because that was Wave 1. Wave 2 has the side order. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks interesting. It looks like play as Marina, but you don't. But you're just in this weird white environment. And it looks very interesting. I didn't buy Splatoon 3, but maybe this might convince me. I like story more than I do online in certain games, to be honest with you. Then they dropped We Love Katamari Reroll. I've played We Love Katamari on a PlayStation console. Which one? I don't know. And I only thought We Love Katamari, or the Katamari series, was only on PlayStation. But no, it apparently was on Switch before, and I'm not too sure. There's a free game trial happening February 20th. I'm definitely going to check that out, see if it suits my fancy. It definitely looks fun. I honestly need a game where I can just waste my time in. Up next, they talked about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and they mentioned the booster course, Wave 4. They showed off a whole new course, and it's about Yoshi's Island. It's great knowing that we're getting original tracks for the DLC. But what's also great is that we're getting characters. We're getting Birdo. She debuted in Mario Kart Double Dash, and it's dope because Birdo is like a Yoshi character where they have a Yoshi type character where they have multiple colors and stuff. But damn, I'm already thinking of ideas of who can possibly be added to this new Mario Kart. So subscribe if you want to see my take on who I believe would be in this couple next waves of Mario Kart DLC. Which is interesting that we actually are getting a character. This was called the Booster Course Pass, not the Booster Character Course Pass. But whatever. It's a good thing. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Kirby's second return to Dreamland, is coming out this month, and there's a demo coming out, which is great because I want to play the demo before I buy the game. I played it on Wii. It's a phenomenal game. But this time around, they showed off the Magolor expansion, which is basically, it happens before the story of Kirby's Return to Dreamland, but it's still because you unlock it after you beat the game. So you have incentive to beat the game to get to the new stuff, which is super dope. I love when Nintendo makes ports or of remakes and they're adding new stuff onto their games. I did love what they did with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and this is sort of in the same vein as that. Is it as expansive? I don't think so, but it's still something new nonetheless. Speaking of ports and stuff, Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is finally coming out after the unfortunate stuff that's going on our dear planet Earth. It had to be shelved for a little bit, which is understandable because there was an actual war going on, but it's coming back. People were asking for it and waiting for it. There's a lot of Advance War fans that enjoy the games back in GBA, and it's now coming to Nintendo Switch. Speaking of the GBA, I think for me personally, this is the most hyped thing I've seen in a Direct in years. Like, more than the Smash characters, which, mind you, were like the highlights of every Nintendo Direct up until that last character came out, who shall not be mentioned. At first, I was a little shook because they just showed Game Boy, and now they dropped Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. And I was like, damn, Nintendo, you usually drop 2 consoles at the same time. First, it was Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and then 64, and then Genesis. And now they dropped Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. I was soothed because I started seeing some Game Boy Color sprinkled in, and I was like, okay, they're not missing out Game Boy Advance. And then they dropped it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Drop that heat. Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, I'm smiling hard right now because they dropped it, and I've been playing Game Boy Advance on my Switch since last night. I'm recording this video at 2:45 p.m. today just because I was playing Game Boy Advance last night and this morning too. They didn't release much games, to be honest with you. Off the top of my head, they probably released 6 to 7 games per console, which it's all right. You know, it's pretty good. They're gonna drip feed us the rest of these games, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. At least on the Game Boy Advance side, which I have heavy nostalgia for, I'm gonna be perfectly well off, especially because I owned Super Mario Bros. 3 Advance 4, but I never got the e-reader cards, which basically it's gonna be my first time playing these set of levels ever in my life. I bought the Wii U version just because I was like, yo, Nintendo's never gonna release the GBA stuff onto Switch, which was an exaggeration on my end. But I never got to play it on Wii U either. I just bought it just to secure it, but whatever. They can have my money. I spent a lot on Nintendo anyway. But yeah, I see myself streaming these levels here on this YouTube channel or on twitch.tv/MisterAwesome96. I'm very new to Twitch, so I don't know what the URLs are. I assume it's that one. And possibly rank the levels as I go on, since they're essentially brand new levels to me. But I'm excited because, dude, Nintendo doesn't mention Mario and Luigi as much, and they got mentioned. The game was showed off. Well, not really mentioned, but the game got showed off, you know, the first one, which arguably might be the best one besides Bowser's Inside Story, but that's an argument for another day. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what else they drop. Someone on TikTok said I didn't mention Golden Sun, and I'm really sorry. Something that really took me out of left field, which I was really shocked, was Metroid Prime Remastered. I knew there was a Metroid Prime remake or remaster coming at some point. I honestly thought it was going to be all 3. But no, they remade the first one. Even though Nintendo says it's a remaster, nah, they got it super wrong. It's a remake. Remasters when you just put the same game and you just up-res the textures and stuff. Nah, this feels like a whole new title. And they definitely dropped it quick. Like, super quick. I didn't expect them to say it's coming out day of. Like, I was shocked because I didn't think I was gonna be able to buy it, but pulled some strings here and there, and I already got it. I already purchased it, and I might not be streaming this. If you guys want me to stream Metroid Prime, because it'll be my first time playing it, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys want me to play on stream. I definitely am gonna play Mario 3 though. But yeah, it's exciting, dude, because they legit dropped it the day of the Direct, with a physical release coming February 22nd, which kind of reminds me, there was a rumor that Nintendo has a bunch of games that like are ready to release, but thanks to pandemic that happened, they set aside a lot of games. And I didn't really believe that rumor, but seeing how Metroid Prime just dropped day of out of nowhere was kind of like, huh, maybe that rumor did have some credibility to it. And last but not least, ending off this video, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna start off with some negative stuff. I can't believe the game is $70. I said it on Twitter, no Switch game should be $70. I don't know where Nintendo is getting this price justification from. I'm still gonna buy it because I love Nintendo as much as the next guy, but it better be $70 worth, bro. To me, at most, it was 60 bucks. They showed off like this Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts mechanic where you like build cars. They showed off a car that looks like it was built by Link. They showed off the story a little bit. I forgot Zelda had voice acting, so that was a nice reminder. I think Ganon was the one speaking. Zelda not believing in Link that he can save Hyrule. So yeah, Link lost his arm, Zelda looked like she died, and Ganon's being brought back to life. What a mess of a game. I'm excited. It comes out May 12th. Perfect time, but that just begs the question, what's coming out after Tears of the Kingdom? We really don't know. Like, Nintendo didn't drop anything and say, yeah, this is coming next year or the rest of this year. So that only means one thing for me. There's gonna be another Nintendo Direct, maybe around June time, which, God, I hope so. But yeah, what do you guys think of this Nintendo Direct? It was definitely the best Direct since E3 2017. So much got announced, and thank you guys for watching so much. If this is your first time watching me, my name is MisterAwesome, and I love Nintendo games a lot. And yeah, shout out to the people who support the channel monthly. I appreciate you. You put that pizza on my pepperoni. And to the people who bought the MisterAwesome merch, thank you so much. As always, thanks for watching, and stay golden.